Good morning, friends. So today I want us to draw polygons using square method. So what you're looking at right here in front of you is a square, and the length of the square is 40 centimeters, which means that the length of every part of our polygon is going to be 4 centimeters. Now, at this point, what you're going to do is to try and find the center of your square. So first, you're going to open your compass and use any of the sides from A to B as your center. You're going to stretch it from, now using A as center, we're stretching it to B. We'll draw an arc that will come straight to this point, to the other end. Then we'll come to point B. We'll still draw another arc that will come to point D. Now, this is your point C, and this is point D, and everything here is 4 centimeters long. Now, let us draw the diagonals from A to D, from A to point D, and from point B to point C. Now, the aim of doing all this is so that we can get the center of our diagram. Now, looking at this, we're putting 2 points. All we need is just a straight line to join them together, and we'll get the center. Now, that is it. Now, looking at this, this is your point 4. This is point 6. There's a point 5 in the middle. How do you get your point 5? You get your point 5 by bisecting point 4 and point 6. Now you do something, square an arc using any radius. Then you come to point 6, the same radius, square another arc. Now, you can see the 2 points of intersection. You join them. Now, here is your point 5. This is your point 5. Now, we're having point 6 here, point 5 and point 4, but we're going to need point 7, 8 and 9 to get our pentagon, hexagon, octagon, nonagon. Now, how do you get your point 7? Just by copying the distance from point 5 to 6 or point 4 to 5. Just something like this. Now you come to this point 6 now. You draw a line on this vertical line. That's our point 7. You stand at point 7 as the center, you draw another one. Point 8. You stand at point 8 and get your point 9. Now let us label it. Point 9. That is it. Now, how do you get your pentagon? You get your pentagon simply by using your 5 as the center. Now you place your compass at 5, you stretch it to either point B or A. Now you're going to draw a circle like this. The circle must definitely touch point A and B, but not C and D. This is for pentagon. Now you let's draw the circle for a hexagon. Now, drawing the circle for a hexagon, you're using 6 as the center, but your circle is still going to touch A and B. It's a must. Then you draw something like this. Then let's draw a heptagon. Using the same method. Like this. Now we have our octagon. And that's for our nonagon. Now, how do we get this? First, this is the circle for a pentagon. Let's label them. Pentagon, hexagon, octagon, heptagon. This is a heptagon, octagon, another. Now we're done with circles. All we need to do is to get the length from each of the circle. Now you're using the same length for every part of your pentagons. They are going to be 4 centimeters long. Look, that's the baseline measurement. So we'll copy it now and then scribe an arc on the circle for your pentagon. You come to point B. At point B, you scribe another arc. Yeah, actually that's the general length, so let's not just waste time. Good. Like that. Now, at this point, all you need to do is join. Now, this is the baseline, which is the part of every polygon we're drawing. So it's going to be bold. Then you're extending a line from B to this part, another line from A to this part of the pentagon. Now, then another line is going to move from this part to this point of intersection. Another one will move from here to here. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pentagon, and everything here is expected to be 4 centimeters long. Now, let us draw our hexagon. Everything here is already the same length, which is 40 millimeters. So now you cut here, you come to this point. This is also a point of intersection here. You cut another arc. And the next thing is to join them. Just like that. Then to this point. To this point. To this point. Now we have our hexagon. Then let's get our heptagon. Something like this. Already there's another point of intersection here, so there's no need to draw. Now get this. Now we've gotten another point. Then from this point, let's get our octagon, just like this. Come to this point, scribe another arc. Come to this point, scribe another arc. And then all you're left to do is to join lines, join points. Yes. Now you have your octagon. Lastly, let's draw our nonagon. Now, at this point, all you need to do is just join this. To this, to this. Yes, now we have